Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Euganie, aka Pretty Stushy. This video is about the Pat McGrath concealer skin fetish system, and basically I have the powder, I have the concealer, and I have the brush to use, and we're going to do a quick review on that product, and then we're going to also do like a little bit of a wear test. So if you want to see how this product came out while I was using it, keep on watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell when you want to get notified when I post a new video, honey. All right, let's get this tutorial started. Right, so let me get the box. Now, I already opened it up, but the box is like, not the box itself, but the way they package this product is just like freaking amazing, okay? You can just feel the luxury involved in this process. This is exactly what the box looks like when you get it, right? Oops, I'm making a mess. All these little thingamajiggums right here. But yeah, I'm keeping these, by the way, just in case, you know, I can reuse them. Okay, so I purchased the brush and the concealer and the under eye powder. So this is what the box comes in right here. So that is the concealer box. This is the brush. And this is the packaging that the under eye powder comes in right here, which is so cute. Okay, so a little bit of information about this. I paid a total of $75.81. That was with tax. Okay, because I got it as like a package. If you go on the Pat McGrath website, you can get the trio as like a package deal. And I think because I was like a first time subscriber or something, I got an extra 10% off, I believe. I believe it was 10% off. However, if you go on the Sephora website, these individual pieces are, the concealer is $32. The skin fetish under eye powder is $30. And the brush is $32. So you add that up. That is like $90-something. And I paid, like I said, I paid $75 with tax because I got it like a little trio bunch, that bunch. I got it as a trio package that they have it on the Pat McGrath. Am I saying it right? Pat McGrath website. So you might save a little bit more money if you go on her website and purchase it. Now, let's get into the details. So the concealer is supposed to be full coverage. It's supposed to be a natural finish, and the formulation is liquid and is great for all skin types, okay? And the under eye powder, I'm just going to give you guys the basic information because a lot of people have done some reviews on this already, and I don't want to be too repetitive. The concealer, the powder, the under eye powder is a light coverage, a natural finish. It's a pressed powder, okay? So not a loose powder, it's a pressed powder, and it's for all skin types as well. Now, the color that I got in the concealer is, let me see, here it is, MD23. I'm hoping that's the color for me. I was studying her, she has something on her website where it shows all the different undertones and the tones, whether it's medium dark, etc. And I was studying that like a hawk, honey, trying to figure out which one should I use. So I'm going to open up this concealer here. It says weightless, full coverage, high performance, runway tested, mother approved, honey. It literally says mother approved. Okay, I'm going to take this out. The concealer definitely is a lot smaller than it looks on the website, obviously. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I did watch a couple of reviews on this product because honestly I wanted to see how some people were using it and whether I needed to tweak it. I didn't want to go in blind because I wanted to know how to use this product. This is, like they say, it is a glass container. Yes, hunty, yes. And you do get, how many fluid ounces? I'm sorry, I didn't tell you guys that. This is 5 milliliters, 0.16 fluid ounces. And if I compare that to the Tarte Shape Tape, which is what I usually use, Tarte Shape Tape is, does it even say it on here? Okay, Tarte Shape Tape is 0.3381 fluid ounces. Oh my God, what's going on with me today? And Pat McGrath honey is once again 0.16. So yeah, she's definitely less than Shape Tape. Okay, now watching other reviewers as well, I wanted to kind of see also how they use the other products. So some people definitely got the brush, some people didn't, but a lot of people didn't really use the brush, and I'm kind of surprised about that because honestly I need to see how these tools work. I want to see. That's the point of watching the review. I want to see. So this is the brush right here. It is actually quite small. I did a little research and it said the way she does, she makes the brush this shape particularly.
A few moments later.
Mother jammer. That brush was so hard to get the plastic off, it's not even funny. But this is the brush right here. It's supposedly shaped like her finger because she uses her hands a lot when doing makeup on other people. So it's supposed to be like finger shaped, which is pretty cool and makes a lot of sense. Now, the under eye, what was I saying? You see, I just lost my train of thought. All right, so the point is, I want to see the products being used. Some people didn't even use the powder because they were scared of the result. Honestly, I need to see what the result is. And I'm looking for something that I can use without having to use loose powder sometimes, because there's times when I just want to do something really, really quickly and I don't necessarily want to like have on full-blown like powder, because sometimes you could tell that that powder is there. All right, so I've already put foundation on my face, a very light amount as you can probably see. So we are going to start right in with the concealer. Okay, so I'm going to take this out, and the wand is a little bit of a small wand. It's not big like the Shape Tape, which I'm guessing is possibly good for detailing. And I'm just going to start to place the product. But I will be honest, I'm used to the product like coming out, honey. I'm used to doing a lot of work now. And I don't want to have to use too much either. But I really want my under eyes to be like 100%. I usually don't go up this high. Going to also bring that a little bit on my chin. Down the bridge of my nose. Bring that up. The way this concealer feels, it feels like it's a tape between creamy and liquid. So it's not completely creamy, but it's also not completely like liquid. Try to sculpt over here, honey. Sculpt, 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 sculpt. And I think she made mention that you can use this as a concealer for the eyes as well. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my eye. And I'm using like the tips of the tip of the bottle for that. Like this ain't cheap, honey. Ain't nobody got time to be using too much of this product now. All right, so I'm looking at the color. This has a yellow undertone, the one that I selected. I just felt like it was going to be the best option for me, so that's why I went with it. Now I am going to just blend my eye out and let this sit for like maybe a minute or two, and then we're going to move right in. I definitely like the consistency, that much I'll tell you. I definitely like the consistency. And I love the way it blends out. It blends out so seamlessly. I'm just going off of my eyelid right now. All right, so I think I'm done with the eye, and I'm going to take my beauty blender, which is the e.l.f. one, which is my new freaking favorite beauty blender because this is so soft, guys, and the price, you can't beat it. And I'm just going to go ahead and start to blend around. And I have to say, the blending out is looking pretty good. What do you think? Looking good, looking good. And I'm just gonna blend the edges of this. It's still a little wet. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna definitely blend the edges out. Get my foundation brush and just kind of blend out, make sure the edges are not like taking over my face, because we don't need concealer on the whole face right now. That's not what I'm going for. It doesn't have a scent either, which is good. I'm sort of a no scent person. My skin don't react too well to things but fragrances. So for the inside, I feel like I need this to dry out more, but I really honestly don't have the patience for it. So for the inside, I'm gonna just use a brush, and I'm just gonna use like a little brush like this to blend out the inside. And I'm just patting it in. No swiping, swiping, no swiping. Just patting it in and blending it out. I decided to go with the brush because the concealer needs to dry down somewhere and I don't have time. And this is gonna keep it as full coverage as possible. If I use a beauty blender, it's gonna definitely blend it out. It's gonna blend it, but it's going to share it out a little bit. So if you see how it looks, that's what we're working with here. And then I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and just make sure that we are keeping those edges calm, honey. All right, so I'm gonna blend up my nose now. The more that I was blending this side, it was like taking me some time. So this foundation, this concealer is quite creamy. Okay, it does not dry down as quickly as I would think. So probably I wouldn't use so much right away because it's taking me some time to blend it out. So I'm just going to kind of go around these areas, just blend out these things. Okay, so I'm gonna just contour my face really quickly, then I'll come back when I'm ready to put some powder down, and then we should be done. Well, not done, but I'm gonna finish the face off camera and come back with my final thoughts. Also, I am going to do a little wear test. It's not gonna be a super long wear test because honestly, right now it is, oh my God, it's 11:23 in the night, okay? It took me this long to get this completed. Is that 11? Yeah, it is. It's 11:23. Before I go to my bed, I'm going to do some cleaning up. So I might be going to my bed maybe 2 hours from now. I know it's not a long enough wear test and I'm really, really sorry, but I couldn't get to start this video the time that I wanted to start it. But I'll be right back, guys. All right, so the powder that I got, the pressed powder I got, was in the shade medium. This is what it looks like here. Now, I'm really excited to know that this came intact and not broken because a lot of reviews that I watched, there wasn't really that much reviews, but the few reviews that I did watch, people's powders came broken. So I'm so excited that that did not happen for me. I'm looking at this powder, I'm like, maybe I should have got a powder up. Maybe I should have got the next color up. But it is what it is. We're gonna work with what we have. I know sometimes there's been moments where I will apply a pressed powder underneath my eye first. You have to be so careful when you do that though. Or we can always do set the under eye first with loose powder and then go in with the pressed powder afterwards, just to kind of like really blur it out. But let me see what I want to do. I feel like I'm going to use loose powder first and then go back in with the pressed powder. So what I'm gonna do is, I forgot to use the brush. I'm gonna actually use the brush to just kind of make sure everything is blended out. I don't have any wrinkles, creases, not wrinkles, because we ain't that old, girl. I don't have any creases underneath my eye. Okay, so the powder that I'm using is the Fenty powder in Honey Pro Filter powder. That's what I'm using underneath my eye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the brush. Let's see how the brush works. Because yes, I do see some creasing already underneath my eye. So I'm just gonna go in and very lightly press out the wrinkles. Oh my God, why do I keep saying wrinkles? Am I trying to make myself old? I mean the creases. So I'm gonna just press that powder in. I'm not gonna let it sit on the skin. I'm gonna press it in. And then I'm gonna go in on top of that. Usually I go in on top of that with the regular Laura Mercier powder because sometimes I don't like too much yellow powders. I like to use a little bit of the regular powder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that at the bottom. My smile lines, which tend to always be a problem for me. I'm gonna put that there like so. The tip of my nose, well, my nose. Ooh, it's a little bit too much powder, but it's okay. And my forehead, just to kind of balance out that yellow. I don't like it to be, because the concealer is already yellow, child. So we need to like take it down a couple notches. All right, so when it comes to the powder, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this after I am finished with my eye. When I'm finished with everything, this is gonna be literally like a pressed powder that I'm gonna use to just kind of brighten up underneath the eye a little bit more. So I'm gonna be back when I'm finished with my face and I'm ready to apply this powder, okay? See you guys in a little bit. All right, so we are back and I have most of my face on. Excuse my lashes if it don't look quite right, because right about now I'm getting a little annoyed of it, but it's okay. All right, so now I want to go ahead and try out the powder, the pressed powder in medium. Okay, so the brush that I'm gonna use to apply the powder is gonna be the Real Techniques brush, which is, let me see, this is a set-in brush. This brush right here. And let's start off light. It's like a creamy powder. And let's see how this looks. I'm sorry if I'm blocking you guys. I'm trying to see if I see like a difference in my eyes. So I'm just applying a little bit more. And honey. All right, so the powder has a noticeable like cream finish on it. I'm hoping you don't have any flashback issues with this, but it's really light. I think it's really good for possibly like brightening up the under eye, because I kind of feel like it brightened up my under eye a little bit. Yes, pose. Yeah, I feel like it brightened it up a little bit, but honestly, I think I'm gonna want to try this when I do my makeup to go out somewhere, but try it first. And maybe I should have did one side like that and then, you know, the other side the other way, because I kind of feel like, I don't know, I can't tell really. It's, you know, it's okay. It's a nice smooth powder. It feels good on the skin. It feels really lightweight, but I really can't tell whether or not the powder is like, you know, blurring. Some people did say it is blurring. I mean, I kind of feel like it probably would do a good blurring job, but I already set my eyes with something else like intensely, so I don't know how much of a difference it's kind of making. I'm kind of looking at the same time it's kind of making in that sense. All right, so let's put some mascara on and the lip, and we're gonna finish out this review. All right, so this is the completed look of me using the, oh my God, Pat McGrath concealer and brush and pressed powder. So really quickly, the brush, it came as part of the trio package, and I really wanted to try to brush. However, I could have did without the brush. I'm going to be very honest with you. I mean, I'm not upset that I got it, but I'm pretty sure to come in handy in other ways. But in this look, I almost forgot to even use it, and I could have definitely did without it. I do like the idea that it's shaped like a finger, so you could really get up. Is that my lash lifting? So you can really get up underneath your eye. However, it is very it's a little bit too dense for me for that area, so you have to be very careful, have a light touch, because you could potentially move the product underneath your eye. As far as the concealer is concerned, I do like the color. It is a yellow undertone concealer. I am not used to using something completely yellow underneath my eye. However, I'm okay with it. I'm sorry, my mirror is to the side of me, so I'm trying to look at my skin at the same time while I'm talking. The pressed powder is, I find that I think I do like it. I think the more that I get to use it and the more that I am able to, like, you know, use it underneath other circumstances would be great. I also like the fact that the color is like a pearlescent color. It says medium, but it's like, you know, it's like a creamy pearly color, which for me is good, because the concealer that I got is like extremely yellow, and I kind of feel like it's a good balance to get this on top of it, so that it kind of, like, you know, diminishes that a little bit, even though you could do that also with your loose powder. So overall, I do like the concealer. I'm most definitely going to use it. I'm just really, you know, purchasing this online, it's kind of hard to figure out which color you get. I kind of feel like I would need another color with this. Maybe something not so yellow, maybe with a little bit of a neutral undertone, so I can mix the two together, because I do also like to mix my concealers. I don't generally use just one concealer like I did just now, but it's not completely impossible. I do like the finish of my under eye. It looks very clean. I'm very impressed with it. I'm loving the way it looks. I can't even really complain about it. This would definitely not be a everyday concealer for me, as far as like me putting it on just to brighten up my under eye, because this is lighter for me. So this is like a lightening highlight concealer for me. I would want to get something really close to my skin tone so that I can use it to easily blend out into the rest of my face. But I love the concealer. I love the consistency of it. There's no scent. I love the fact that it blends out really nicely, very nicely. It's not as drying as the Tarte Shape Tape, so I really liked it. So that's my thoughts, guys. If you have any input, what did you think of how the concealer came out? How do you think of my makeup look? Do you think it looks good? Does it look seamless? Let me know in the comment bar down below. And also, if you want to see any videos on any other products, just let me know, and I would be happy to oblige and happy to spend my coins and try those products out for you guys. In the meantime, if you like what you're seeing so far, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when I post a new video. Bye, guys. Make sure that you don't need no Hey guys, all right, so I am back with an update on the Pat McGrath concealer. So right now it is 3:27 in the morning. Well, 3:28 in the morning. So what kind of wear test was this? Let me see. I finished my makeup. You could pretty much see like after 10. right? So 11, 12, 1, 2. It's about a 5-hour wear. And I was doing a couple things. I even went outside, believe it or not. I actually went outside. So as you can see, for me, I always get a little bit oily around my nose area here and here. And but anyways, the concealer is still good to go. I mean, I personally never have issues with concealer underneath my eyes. Like once my eyes is set, that's it. It's not moving. It's literally stays dry the rest of the day. The only issue that I ever have to worry about is whether or not it starts to break up. And to be honest with you, this compared to other concealers, and when I set it, it's less creasy than other concealers. I would most definitely love to do another makeup look and use the pressed powder first and then set it with regular powder to see if that makes a difference. But honestly, this is not that terrible. I mean, I have creases no matter what I do, but the intensity of the creases is what actually matters. So this is not that completely terrible. My lashes are already trying to come off. Like you could just tell that I was rushing to do my makeup today, but it's okay. Anyways, guys, this is definitely at the end of the video officially, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.